What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or not, depending on where you're at, but hope it is awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about some crypto, to talk more about the markets. Crypto's been up and down for the most day. Came down slightly, roughly. I mean, overall, we're talking like 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10% for some projects. But again, we do need there to be some levels on the downtrend to be able to carry the next levels on the uptrend. So right now, over the last hour, though, the market has come back here, which has been really, really nice to sort of see. You can see right here with Bitcoin, everything else, we're up about 0.53 over the last hour. Ethereum still holding strong here at 1.28. XRP just sitting around the 0.9 marker. This thing has fallen down to about 243. I did put a long on this one. As you guys know, I sort of started to jump around and play with some leverage just for fun, just for some, shits and giggles. But that's looking pretty good right now. Our baby right down here in H bar has fallen down slightly, fell down to like the 19.8, but then now it's back up to the 20 marker, about 0.89% up on the day right now. So things are looking decent over the last hour. We'll see what the next 24-hour brings, but I think there's a lot of good things in the market right now. You can see the market's actually come back right here. The S&P 500 fell flat, but now it's having some momentum coming back, especially with the big announcements with Trump over in Saudi Arabia. You can see right now that our rates have come down. As you guys know right here, the PPI falls to 2.4, lower than expectation. So this is actually really, really good. Inflation is the biggest key battle right now. And, what's funny is that if you go back and you listen to the rhetoric people hate when I say rhetoric. You go back and you listen to what Jerome Powell was saying. And he's basically saying that, inflation's, not really controlled yet. They don't really know. But inflation's actually come down significantly over the last couple of months. And we're seeing that in the numbers now. And I just think it's awesome that we're actually starting to come together here. We are on the cusp of literally going to the next level of corrections, right? So we've hit our first correction phase. We're going to now rally to the next correction phase before we rally to the end of highs for this cycle. So we are at a perfect time right now to be entering into your positions. I truly believe that. I mean, this is the time to accumulate. I've told people online, I've told people in Discord, I'm accumulating as much as I possibly can right now. I have zero in savings. Everything that I'm investing is literally in crypto at this moment. Cool Cat, what's up, buddy? We got Richard in the house here. Z Goals, Toolbox. What's up, Dutch? Big Watch in the house here. What's up, Big Watch? We got F Joe in the house. What's up, Joe? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we got Selmo Fudd. What's up, Selmo? Pipeline. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you all being here so early. We got Evan in the house. What's up, Evan? Good morning to you. What is that? Hadoken. that's a new one. What's up, Trent? RPM. J Ball, Dangerous Dave. Good to see everyone here, man. You guys are. Sir Jeremy is in the house here. I'm scrolling fast, so if I did miss you, like I always say, I'm sorry. It's not intentional. Mark, what's up, bud? Rock Creations. Good to see you, dude. Yeah. We're here today, man. We're ready to rock and roll. Rooster Smith. So when you say 701 is your target, do you literally sell your entire XRP? No, I wouldn't sell my entire. So if I got to let's just say the XRP gets to my 701 marker, right? So I was looking at my XRP this morning, and so I say 701 is my high point right here, right? So if XRP actually gets to 701, I honestly don't need to sell. I'd probably sell probably 40% of my bag. I'd probably sell 40% of my bag and I'd hold 60%. You got to think a majority of my XRP bag, like literally almost all my XRP bag is at like 33 to 36 cents, right? On average. So like XRP is not getting back down to 30 cents. So, and I don't think that I need to sell my whole bag to, some people say, well, that's dumb. Like, why would you not sell your whole bag? Like you can just take your profits, buy the dip when it comes back down. That's just not my mentality. I don't need to sell it all. Plus I don't want to take the cap. I don't need to pay the taxes on it if I don't have to pay the taxes on it. Like that's another thing too. So, I only probably need to sell about 40% of my bag to be super happy through the bear market. Are you going to do a walkthrough on level trading with the new platform? Yeah, definitely. I can do that today for sure. I've been messing around with it. I finally entered up into. You're talking about my trades over here. Yeah, so I created an account just for us to come on here and trade. And I'm going to share it with you guys. Definitely. I put in some like small trades just for fun right here, but we'll start to jump into more of this. It's fun. On where to enter and stuff like that. But I'll definitely share with you guys how to enter into a trade and do all that good stuff for fun, for shits and giggles. I don't know why I keep saying that today. Who else is ready for the $5 XRP rocket ship? Yeah, I'm with you, bud. I'm with you 100%. Bought today already in the green. Let's keep buying. Hell yeah, authentic. That's what I do. Glad you understand. I'm barely drinking coffee. I meant leverage. Yeah, I get you, Andrew B. I'm with you, bud. I'm with you on that for sure. So let's get through some of the news here. As you guys can see, PPI is down. This is actually really good. So core inflation is down. We're some more reports come out tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow we have retail sales. Okay, those are good. We have the Michigan consumer sentiment. We got the building and the housing starts. These are actually pretty important to know, the housing starts. All I know is housing has gone up significantly, at least here in the greater Seattle area. So many houses being built right now. So regardless of what comes out of this, I just know, looking around my neighborhood, looking around my community, it's insane on how many houses are coming up right now. So the housing starts are booming right now. So another thing I want to point out here, obviously you guys know I've been pushing SUI. I think it's one of the next up and coming blockchains. Everyone talks about what's the next Ethereum? What's going to overtake these next blockchains? SUI is kind of that right now. And you can see right here, SUI teams up with 21 shares to expand access to the SUI token. 21 shares, obviously one of the largest ETF providers out there. 21 shares connected with XRP and their ETFs. SUI is going to get an ETF this year as well, which I think is super important. But right here it says partnership was announced on Wednesday. According to the SUI team, Switzerland-based 21 shares is using SUI to enter the U.S. markets, which is awesome. This is what you want to see. 21 shares is looking to enter the U.S. market, which has become slightly more attractive amid the pro-crypto stance of the U.S. presidents. So you can start to see now this is starting to boom up. And so SUI, back over here, has almost breached the top 10, right? Sitting around 11, about to take out Tron. But, it literally, take out Tron, has to double in price. So to get into the top 10, you got to literally go from a $12 billion market cap to a $26 billion market cap. But I think if anyone does it, it's definitely either Link or SUI that's going to eventually take that over. And Chainlink's, right there as well. But this right now is kind of the leader in the pack right now when it comes to this. And again, we got it at $1.50. I'm up 100%, a little over 100% up on my initial investment of this. And anyone that actually bought the dip at 170, which just happened literally 2 weeks ago, you're sitting pretty as well. And I know a lot of people here on the A team have definitely jumped into SUI, and I could be more excited about that for you guys. Glad you understand. Yeah. What's up, Hopium Days? Good to see you, dude. Working 12 hours today for some XRP. Let's get rich. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Seiko. We got Seiko in the house here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. XRP looks like the big head and shoulders 15-minute chart. I can't go into the 15-minute chart. It's way too close for me, Thumper. Yo, Moto 18. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you guys being here. Glad to see you, Big B. Yeah, working 12 hours to make that money. Heck yeah, dude. BTCC, yeah. Like I said, it's actually pretty easy it's a lot easier than Coinbase. I love my Coinbase. Don't get me wrong. Always use Coinbase. The good thing about BTCC is you don't have to actually KYC on that thing. You can use your MetaMask to transfer everything over. You can basically make all your trades, send it back to Coinbase, which is exactly what I've done, exactly continue to do. And it makes it a lot easier. So that's kind of where I've been. So got to rep the big dog. What's up? Yeah, appreciate that. I've been trying to get SUI for a while now. Coinbase platform, Coinbase wallet. Can I find SUI on a different platform? You can find SUI on a lot of different platforms, dude. I think you can actually buy SUI on Coinbase right now, right? I'm pretty sure you could buy SUI. Yeah, you can buy SUI. I'm tripping. I was like, that's why I think I bought mine. Austin, can you tell me a bit about the Volt Inu? Hey, I didn't even know Volt Inu is still a thing, dude. The gang is all here. Good to see you. Yeah, you too, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. So that's some good news here for the SUI side of it. You can see right here the volume has massively picked up. They're going to actually start competing here with Solana. So as you guys know, Solana is probably one of the big thing here. And SUI is probably the next big thing. I honestly think SUI could be the next Solana in this fight. Hey, come at me, say whatever you want to say. I think SUI actually might be the next Solana. I'm going to be honest with you guys, dude. This is the time to buy. KYC is mandatory, but they still ask you. KYC is mandatory, but they try to get your KYC every step of the way. Big watch. It's like you sign up and it's like KYC. You're like, no. And then you're like, okay, I want to do this. KYC. You're like, no. Surprisingly, Coinbase going back hard on the hacker stuff. Dude, they are going back. Dude, speaking of that, this is wild, dude. As you guys know, breaking Coinbase CEO reacts to the 20 million Bitcoin ransom. This is wild. I don't know. I've never heard of a story. Obviously we've heard of ransom stories, but not on one of the largest exchanges in the world here. And you can see Brian Armstrong actually comes out and he's like, you know what? Screw you guys, dude. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to get into this. And it says right here in a video statement shared by Brian Armstrong, he confirmed that Coinbase had received a threatening email from cyber criminals claiming to possess sensitive information and demanding payment in Bitcoin to keep it private. Armstrong rejected the demand outright and stated that the exchange would not comply and said the company is offering a $20 million reward for information that results in the identification, arrest, and conviction of those who are responsible for the attack. So it says right here, according to the Coinbase, the breach originated from a group of overseas customer support agents who were bribed and recruited by the attackers. That's actually kind of crazy. These rogue insiders abused limited access privileges to obtain personal customer data such as names, dates of birth, and addresses. Although passwords, private keys, and funds were not compromised, the information access was used to launch social engineering attacks amid tricking customers into transferring funds to attackers, which is happening significantly. And I want to put this out here. I'm going to say it right now. I will never hit you up on Discord and ask you to put money onto a trading platform. I will never ask you to do a copy trade, any of this kind of stuff. I've seen multiple people now hit me up in Discord saying they've been some random Awesome Austin or whatever the hell it is. Scammers are reaching out to you guys to try to get you to move money around in these platforms. Realize that I will never do that. That is not who I am. I don't give a shit about that. These affiliate links, the BTC thing, that's up to you. If you want to do it, do it. If you want to sign up for it, sign up for it. If you don't want to sign up for it, don't sign up for it. Hey, dude, I'm just putting the information out there. I found it was easy to trade with. Again, yes, I have an affiliate link and people are dogging me. You could dog me for it, whatever. It is what it is. But there's an affiliate link. You click on it. You can choose not to click on that. The platform was actually super easy to use. That's the only reason I used it, because it reminded me of Binance.us, and that's why. And so I was like, this actually makes it a lot easier to share. Plus, my Coinbase account is under my personal name, which is why everyone's asked me, like, hey, how come you haven't used your Coinbase account? Or how come you haven't showed your trades on Coinbase? Well, Coinbase is under my personal account, my personal name, and I don't want to share my personal stuff. So it's like, to do that, I had to go through all these hoops to be able to create another Coinbase account, which is why I haven't done any like share trading and stuff like that. So BTCC came around. I was like, you know what, dude, that actually might be a perfect opportunity for me to share some trades on the channel, and I don't have to show everyone my personal information. That's really what it came down to. I mean, that's literally as honest as I can get to you guys on why it's been the way it is. So these hackers are insane, dude. I'm seeing it across the board, even people using my name to attack my followers, attack the A team here. And just realize that I will never do that, dude. I'll never ask you to move your money over there. I don't care. You guys do what you want to do, choose what you want to do, but I will never reach out to you and send you a DM like that. When will you make your own coin, Austin? I'll buy it. I always joked about, here on the channel, you guys know, there might be a actual, I don't know if there's, I don't actually tell you the truth, I don't even know if there's an emoji now with the muff. The muff is, the muff token was the joke for the longest time, years, right? The muff token. That was going to be it, dude. Scammers reached out to me, being you. I said, tell me your favorite quarterback. They said Mahomes. Said, nope, Austin loves Darnold. Dude, if you could guess my favorite quarterback of all times, I don't know what I'd do for you, but yeah, good luck. Let's see here. Trading View thoughts. I love Trading View, Thumper. Yeah, Trading View is great, man. So you don't get the 20 Bitcoin I sent you? No. I had at least 20 because it's so crazy to me, dude. I wish I could turn my super into crypto. Oh yeah, the super chat. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. You don't have to justify, bro. Anyone digging you pisses me off. You're awesome. No pun. I appreciate you, Kenny. No, I get it, dude. Like, it is what it is. I got airdropped my Kraken portfolio this morning for 50 Rise. That's pretty good. I'm sure it's a hack. Oh, real? Oh, yeah. You gotta be careful what gets sent to you. I thought it was like, if it's on your Kraken account, it's a lot different. I need that rent, dude. Hell yeah, dude. That rent needs to come in hot. But this is kind of crazy right here. The company reported that less than 1% of its monthly transactions were affected. So, I mean, that's actually 1% is pretty good. But the breach was unacceptable. He did acknowledge that. This has got a little crazy. So we're going to have to sort of follow up on this one. Kind of wild to see that that they're putting a $20 million. But I dig that he said, you know what, dude, instead of paying you $20 million, I'm actually going to pay someone $20 million to give me information on you. So someone's going to come forward. Someone's going to get caught here. You're not going to get away with this. That's for sure. So big thing here. This is, I told you guys, meme coins will continue to rule the space. You can dog meme coins. Again, meme coins are, they are what they are, right? Everyone, some people love them, some people hate them. I made a video about a meme coin. People hated me for it, or disliked me for making the video. I get it, dude. Like, not very typical of me to do that. I have jumped on the meme coin bandwagons before. Again, if you want to make money in this space, meme coins are your gamble to make money in this space. Meme coins are your lotto ticket in this space. We all know that, dude. So a lot of people jump into the meme coin space because of that. A lot of people in this space, are new, and they're like, hey, dude, I can turn my $10 into $1,000. I can turn my $1,000 into $100,000. And again, that might happen within 15 days. And trust me, I've been on the bandwagon before with meme coins where I was able to turn a pretty good amount of money. I turned $5,000 into $400,000 in a month. Like, that has happened. everyone knows that it was Shinja. I've shared my wallet with it. I've shown everyone that was like my biggest return in crypto ever. And it was insane. Those were insane times back in 2021, 2022. However, that same mentality is here today when it comes to meme coins. Like, it's just out there. People make a lot of money off of meme coins. It's just as simple as that. Meme coins rule the blockchains. Meme coins are what causes the blockchains to significantly increase their liquidity, which increases the price because they're buying the coin to actually wrap with whatever meme coin they're purchasing. So like Hedera here, right here, how to trade meme coins on Hedera. Hedera is now picking up a lot of the meme coins out here. So this is what excites me about the whole Hedera thing, right? So why would HBAR actually reach all-time highs? Well, if you actually make it easy to buy Hedera meme coins, and meme coins are out there soaring on the Hedera hash graph here, there's going to be so much liquidity coming in buying up HBAR to then buy these meme coins. And again, it's wrapped in HBAR. So as much as you're using the token, it's wrapped in HBAR. So same thing here. It says meme coins somehow keep stealing the spotlight, and they will continue to steal the spotlight because they're the #1 providers of every liquidity across every blockchain out there. Just as simple as that, dude. It says most of chaos lived on Ethereum and Solana. There's a new playground town that's called Hedera. With ultra low fees, lightning fast transactions, and growing number of meme coin launches, Hedera has quietly become one of the best places to trade memes in 2025, and it will continue to do that. It says Hedera is meme coin friendly with fast rock bottom fees and no gas spikes. It's a great playground for all this. What makes it different than Ethereum? Obviously, the speed, all this stuff, right? I'm not going to go into it. It says setting up your Hedera hash pack. So as you guys know, Pure Wallet is working with Hedera right now to be able to launch Hedera on the Pure Wallet to compete with Hashpack. So that's one thing I told the Pure Wallet team is that if you want to compete in this space, you got to compete in a niche market. And the only place you can really the only place that I know you can buy any Hedera meme coin is through the Hashpack. And so one great thing is that if Pure Wallet could actually be able to create a decentralized side to where they could buy up these meme coins, then they are in a good spot. So here's what you got to do. You got to create the wallet. You got to go out there. You got to fund your wallet with HBAR and then go down the pack. But this is the next step here is in this meme coin realm is to buy these memes. And again, once these things hit off, it's only going to take 1 or 2 memes on the Hedera website or the Hedera blockchain for literally the price of Hedera to skyrocket. The reason why Ethereum blew up so much is because it had the Shiba Inu, right? Shiba Inu literally blew up Ethereum. You got to think billions of dollars came into the Ethereum network just because of Shiba Inu. Billions of dollars came into the Ethereum network because of Pepe. Let's go look at Solana, Bonk, Whiff. I mean, there's so much of these top tier or top meme coins that blew up Solana. I mean, Solana was literally trading at like $10. They launched Bonk. They did all these airdrops. They launched Whiff, and it literally went from $7 to $100 in like 30 days. It was insane. We all witnessed it. You know what I mean? It's like, this is all right here in front of our faces. Crypto has so many scammers. Yeah, you got to be really careful. I'm sure Austin will send me 200K XRP. Hell yeah, you know. What's up, Tony Punch? Thanks for being a member for 4 months. Hey, buddy, Austin, big and Mama fan. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hope all is well, bro. In 4 months, that's awesome, dude. Colin Kaepernick. Shannon coming in hot. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, bro. Appreciate you as always, my guy. Always holding it down for me. Thank you so much, man. 6,000 of XRP can do little something, lift people's spirits. Oh, 100%, dude. Absolutely. How do you know when to invest into a meme coin? When it launches, bro. Like when you first get out there, you got to. That's why you got to know some people in the spaces. You got to know developers, people who are going to be launching these things, who reach out to you. Like I said, you know, I put this out here on Discord, and so I get a lot of people who reach out to me, and I don't ever take them up on their offers. Even people who I've known for a while in the space, I don't talk to them. Roger's a perfect example. Roger's hit me up multiple times. You guys remember back in January, the Tima team, remember Tima? They were donating the hell out of here. Remember he asked me, he was going to give me $1,000 to do a review live on stream. You guys remember that, right? Did he say it was like 1,000? He was going to give me like $1,000? And I denied it, right? I was like, I'm not going to do it. Well, to let you guys know, Tima actually went to a $60 million market cap. When they were on here shilling, they were at a $1.5 million market cap. So, you know, some could say, well, you let your team down because, you know, you didn't even talk about it, and your team could have went from a $1.5 million market cap to a $60 million market cap. Although that could have been rugged or it could have been all this other stuff, there's still an opportunity for people watching the channel that could have jumped in and got that, right? That's an argument that's a fair argument, right? Okay, well, I didn't do it, so I didn't say it. There's another one out here that people are hitting me up. You know, Puff is another one. Puff literally was talked about at like a $500 million or $500,000 market cap. hit me up about it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's at a $10 million market cap right now. So literally there's opportunities. I just don't ever take them. I don't ever talk about them. I don't ever bring them to anyone here. I don't talk about it at all. Now you have this other, then Roger hit me up. He launched his own meme coin, which is the one that I talked about in Blocky. And I mean, it's sitting about a $1.5 million market cap. And it's with the team. It's with the team of people that know how to run these things. And I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to it. I honestly don't know. But I was like, you know what, dude? Since I know people, you've been around for a long time. You donated a ton to this channel before. And I was like, you know what? Maybe that's the time. Whether it hits or not, I have no idea, bro. You got to enter at your own risk. That's what it comes down to. Toolbox, thanks for gifting 10 members or 5 memberships to the A team. If Toolbox gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Toolbox. And those 5 new members, welcome to the A team. Appreciate you guys so much. How do you know when to invest? Yeah, right when they launch. You're doing excellent. Thank you for putting info for us. You are not going to please everyone. I get that. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate those kind of words. Saucer Swap also has a Dare meme coin. Oh, Saucer Swap has it. Okay, but you have to. So that's where I was telling. So Saucer Swap's a good one. So you could probably go in. Not a lot of wallets out there actually work with HBAR though. That's the thing is that like SafePal doesn't have HBAR. At least I don't think it does. Now you made me curious. I don't think SafePal has HBAR. So you guys know SafePal is obviously like my baby, right? I mean, I use SafePal for basically everything. Let's see, HBAR. I don't think it has HBAR, bro. I don't think it accepts HBAR. Yeah, it doesn't accept HBAR. So, MetaMask doesn't accept HBAR. There's not a lot of people out there that accept HBAR. So how do you know which meme coins to pick? I'm doing this for 4 years and I made pretty good money, but I usually get safe coins, but meme coins, yeah, it's all day late and all short. Yeah, you have to really, see the hard part about meme coins is it's to get in there early and then you have to sell. Like you have to sell. I'm telling you guys, like this is what meme coins have done. They've created this FOMO in people to where they think that the next hour it's going to continually grow. And unfortunately, what happens is a lot of people hold to the ground. They hold to where there's dust, right? Phoenix will one day do this for XRP. Yeah, Phoenix was another one. Phoenix blew up, right? I bought it, joking around, playing around, and it did well. Biggest scammer are most YouTubers. The dribble that comes out their mouths is insane. Yeah, there's a lot, I mean, people probably say the same thing about me, Mucker. I mean, I know people think that I'm full of shit, right? And I just like all I'm here for, dude, is to just talk about crypto on a channel. It's cryptos that I like, cryptos that I want to invest in, things that I want to have fun with. Like markets are going crazy. Markets are going to start really going crazy. There's going to be a lot of money to be made. And that's all. I just want to talk about that, right? I want to talk about the news, talk about whatever you guys want to, talk about in the chat here. And that's all I want to do. Like, that's all I've ever wanted to do. And that's what I'll continue to do. And like I said, some people will hit you up. They'll say, hey, dude, you want to make a video? I'm like, sure, dude, I'll make a video. I made the one video. People were like, hey, do you want to do a deal with whatever? And I usually say no. And, the 2 times I said yes, it was like, oh, crap. Oh, on my bad. He got, okay, I'll have to take him out right before it hits. Yeah, right before it hits Coinbase is a big one. Yeah, right before it hits Coinbase. Actually, I like the variety that gives us different perspective. Okay, that's good. Nothing worse than Dave Ramsey telling his viewers BTC was crap back at $555. I know. Awesome. Pumping those projects aren't worth the blowback. And the thing is, but the thing is, like, I don't think I'm pumping it. Like, I just made I'm just like, hey, I'll talk about it. You know what I mean? And if people want to look at it. Where did you buy Block E? It's on Solana. And that's the thing is, I trust me, I've been through the ringer, right? I mean, I've talked about projects that have not been here, that are no longer here, right? I think we all have, and there's a lot of blowback. People get pissed off. But I feel like we're in a new era. We're in a new era where these meme coins are literally collectibles, dude. If you want to buy the collectible, buy the collectible. If that collectible is worth nothing in the end, then that's the collectible you chose to buy. That's how I look at it now. You know what I mean? Like, no different than going and buying a pack of baseball cards. And if nothing out of that pack is worth the shit, then it is what it is, right? All the mods on today. Yeah, it looks like the mods are all here. We got Trent. Yeah, we got everyone. Cool Cat's here. Everyone's here. You've been bending over and kissing everyone's. You know it, Kokor. That's what I do. Blocky's up 20% today. Yeah, I will open my wall. It's actually doing pretty decent. Dude, Blocky's, it's up like $6,500. So that's the thing, dude. He hit me up. I'm going to be honest with you guys, dude. He hit me up before this thing launched. He said, hey, dude, I'm launching my project. And I was like, dude, I don't know. And I was like, so let me just click on Let me go to Solana here. And I was like, I don't know, dude. Like, you know, and so if I would have presented this to the A team when he launched this, I mean, you know, it's right now it's literally up 60 sets up 7100% from the time he launched it, dude. So it's up 7,000%. And like I'm like, shit, you know, if I would have actually said something in the beginning, would we all be sitting pretty good? You look back. Hey, I do that to myself all the time. That's why meme coins are so dangerous. Good morning. What's up, Paradise Gardens? Good to see you, dude. What is a good crypto-friendly bank for off-ramping when we take profits? Ooh, that's tough, dude. A crypto-friendly bank, dude. I don't know if any bank is crypto-friendly. See the video of Brian Armstrong about the hacker? Yeah, I watched it, dude. You know, mowing and listening to you in my pocket. Oh, Travis, hell yeah, dude. Yeah. So that's kind of where it was at, right? I mean, you know, but like the markets are making a bounce back right now. As you can see, so I did put some leverage trading in this morning, yesterday. They actually hit last night. I put some limit trades in, and they both hit, dude, which was kind of crazy. I put a limit order in for 19,800 for H bar last night just for fun, and then I put one in at $2.44 for XRP. And these things actually came down. So you got to think, I mean, I was actually a little bit, I bought them a little bit high. You can see right here, this thing actually hit 240. So, I mean, like I wasn't even close on my purchase on that one. I was like, oh shit, like it came down further last night. Let's go back to the 1 hour here. You can see this thing came down to about 241, about 7 o'clock this morning came down to hit, but I hit way back over here when it hit 243. So I was off by 2 cents, but it is what it is, right? Now it's bounced back nicely. I only put a small amount in just for fun. Like I said, let's go to XRP. Let's go to favorites, XRP. You know, and right now, like my H bar is up like $22 and my XRP is up $34. I only risked $80 and $40, but I'm already up, you know, I risked $40 on my margin. I'm already up $22. So I literally made back already, you know, $22. I'm already up like basically 55%. And then my XRP, I'm up about 41%. So you can see right there, dude, like it's, you know, I mean, there's a lot of money that you can make in this, but you can lose a lot of money too. My liquidation prices right now for XRP is about $2. So the chances of getting liquidated is pretty small on an XRP standpoint. And then my liquidation price, meaning that where I lose all my funds, would be about 13 cents for H bar. So the chances of me losing that is pretty damn small too. So that's why this leverage trading has actually it actually works out pretty nicely. So, and again, you can come over here and you can actually add your take profit, your stop losses. You can do all that kind of stuff. And it's pretty fun. It's pretty easy to use. Seiko coming in hot, gifting 10 memberships to A-Team. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you a ton, dude, for always coming in and donating to the channel and giving out those 10 memberships to A-Team. And if Seiko gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Seiko. And those 10 new members are welcome to the A-Team, dude. What's up, Adam L? Good to see you, buddy. Austin, you really got it when we did. I thought you would get in early. No, I bought it when you did. That's the thing, dude. Yeah, I bought when you guys. Like I said, I'm not going to go in. That's one thing about these projects, dude, is that a lot of influencers will come out here and they'll get into these projects and they'll usually get in before everyone else, and then they'll show it to their people and they'll literally buy, right? And that's when that happens. Like that's literally how it works. I mean, you get gifted tokens, you get handed tokens, and or you buy in before you tell your community. Then you tell your community, you let your community pump it, and then they usually sell. And the best part is that you guys, I mean, all my wallets are public. You guys can actually go see my wallets right now. You can see anything you want to go see. I don't really care. You know what I mean? So yeah, can anyone recommend a crypto exchange for me and my family? I live in Texas. I mean, Binance.us, Coinbase. There's a lot, dude. She always says new members come in Discord. Cool place. Yeah. Where's Deb? Where's Deb at? New to this whole thing. All right. Yeah. Has Popcat had its run already and done? I haven't touched Popcat, dude. What do you think about Nvidia? You think it will continue? Yeah. I mean, dude, it's like a blue chip. That's like a blue chip stock, dude. Did a long on Solana 5x at $1? Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. So you're sitting pretty right now. Solana looking nice. Let's see where Solana you bought it at 168. So yeah, you're up pretty nice right now. You did a 5x. Yeah, so my leverages right now is a 20x leverage and a 25x leverage. So you can see, I mean, these are small trades. Like I said, I added the account yesterday, and then I threw over like 200. I threw over like $300, I think, or 250. I don't know what it was. I think I threw over like $300 in USDT. You can actually transfer USDT over here, which makes it really nice. You can do it straight from your MetaMask account, so that's actually really nice as well. I use Coinbase as my main platform for years, never any issues. Yeah, one cool thing here is that you can actually withdraw your assets over to you can withdraw it and actually withdraw it straight to Coinbase. So that's going to be cool. I'll do that. Coinbase ain't slick. That's an attention grab, but I ain't mad at them. Years I'm going to pass on Coinbase. Okay. Did anybody take advantage of the Moon Dag pump? I did not touch it, dude. Is Exodus a good hot wallet? Yeah, I think a lot of people use Exodus. Vegas Cloud, what's up, man? When is the next ETF being pushed back? Oh, this is speaking of ETFs right here. Where was it at? Oh, right here. Experts are saying that BlackRock is clearly wants XRP ETF, but issues warning to investors. It says in recent posts, investors should automatically equate an XRP ETF with the broader access to utility-driven crypto. It says an ETF version offers exposure. People are confident that BlackRock would express interest in an ETF. It says despite the concerns of the momentum behind the ETF, we got Bitwise, Grayscale, Wisdom, 21 Shares, Pro Shares. People are still thinking that BlackRock is going to enter this. BlackRock did come out and say that they were not going to invest in any other ETF outside of Ethereum and Bitcoin. And it says, while BlackRock has not filed for an XRP ETF, MarketWatch would believe it's only a matter of time. The asset management giant has focused on only Bitcoin and Ethereum, and with collectively pulled in over 43 billion, dude. 43 billion. Gosh, dang, that's huge, dude. That's huge. But I mean, the good thing is that you got Grayscale out here who's going to do it. You got, there's a lot of other companies that are going to do this. So the ETFs are still here. June 17th is the date. June 17th. Dude, we're like less than a little over a month away, dude. Robert from the UK, what's your view on analog? I don't know if I know any of those. I'm not sure if Binance is available in Texas. Oh, is it not? I thought Binance.us was. Yeah, I'm looking for a 5x violation. These 15% rips are teasing me. Hell yeah, dude. KuCoin's my favorite exchange. Yeah, I used to use KuCoin. I don't use it. Austin, can you do what you did when you were showing us how to use SafePal? Continue on here in a group show step-by-step BTC and what each thing means to more sense. Yeah, so like you can go back to BTC. So if you're going to use I would say right now, so on the web browser is the only place that you can actually deposit. So you go up right here to deposits where it says deposit, and then you go down here where it says crypto deposit, and you click on that. And then you want to deposit in USDT because the whole platform is basically in USDT. So you want to make sure that you go over to the USDT side right here. And then you want to make sure I have everything in Ethereum. So I go over here and I click the Ethereum ERC20. And then it gives me an address, right? So here's the wallet address. And I don't care that I'm sharing any of this with you guys. So I copy this address right here. You can just take this little copy. So boom, copy. And then I go back up to my MetaMask up here, right? And here's all my MetaMask account here. So let's go here, and you can see here's all my stuff. Okay, go back to my tokens, and you can see I have $96 in Ethereum or $96 in Tether. I got $586 in Ethereum. I could swap that out if I wanted to. So what I would do is I would just go on to Tether here, and I'll say send, and then you put in your address that I just did right here, the address that I copied right here. I move over to here, and then let's just say I want to send $50. Boom, I say $50, and then I'll just say continue. And then it's going to tell me right here, it's going to cost me $1.35 to send it in Ethereum. So I'll say, okay, confirm. And now we'll just sit here and let this thing pend. And then it's going to usually takes about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes sometimes to get to the exchange. And then it'll pop up in my exchange, and we can actually go over here and say, we can actually sort of see where my balance is right now. So we see my assets are at about $400. So hopefully this will become 450 here. Because this is obviously going off of it's moving up and down because I have trades in right now. So, you're obviously up and down based off liquidations, right? So, but this should be about 450 when that thing hits, and you can go actually see your crypto deposits if you wanted to. So just come down here, hit your crypto deposits, and you'll see down here where you'll be able to see the money comes in. So I put $400 in. Sorry, I put $400 in. I said 350. It's $400. So it'll be about 450 in this account now. Let's see here, fan. It would be fun out there. Okay, Austin, where do you think all this money the U.S. is receiving is going? That's a good question. I don't know. back to pay for things. I made those exact trades last night too. Austin, did you really, guy? That's awesome. This day was awesome. I think we are going to see inflows. Yeah, I mean, we're going to see some good money coming in. I would buy XLM on Coinbase and send it to KuCoin and get what Coinbase didn't offer. Oh, okay, that's a good way to look at it. What's your take on these coins used in gaming, Austin? The gaming thing's was kind of played out. Do you feel XCN, or do you like another that is like pennies before possible and moving the cycle? I mean, XCN's a good one. I mean, people are really liking XCN here. I don't own it, but a lot of people here on the A team have loved it. So I tried to transfer my Trust wallet to Coinbase, and unfortunately I did it wrong. Ooh, that is a live and learn. That's all I hear now. Just look into it, Cool Cat. Not saying use it. Just look into it, bro. It's actually super. Once you use it once, you're going to be like, okay, that's actually not that bad. It's actually, so now my 50s here says processing. See how it says processing? So it's on its way. So now it's confirming that it's on its way. So that's a positive thing. But really what you want to do is you want to go back to futures. You're going to go to the USDT M perpetuals. You could do the pros right here, which again, this is nice if you want to use this for, let's just say that you want to use isolated. So let's just say you want to use isolated margins over here. So isolated is just the amount that your margin, just the amount of money that you put in for margin. So like if you put $500 in there, you're only going to lose the $500 that you leveraged, right? So that's what's nice about isolated, where when you do cross, it's your whole balance. You put your whole balance at risk, your whole balance in terms of like what I have here. So your whole, like when it says deposit here or my assets, it says $400. This whole thing is at risk. My whole wallet's at risk when we do these liquidations, when you use cross. If you use isolated, it's just for the amount of which you use. But unfortunately for here, this place, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tokens that can be traded in an isolated. MEXC actually, I think, has the best platform for isolated leveraging. BTC is under fire. Austin's code to get a big bonus is honestly super nice. You don't have to. I mean, I put the code out there for the discounts. So you guys can get the discount. There's like I don't even know what it is. I haven't clicked on the promo, dude. I just know that there's a way to get like some money back if you use it. So I heard Meta is going to adopt Stellar. Maybe. Could be last time we see 250. We'll see. This is week. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, right now it's sitting about, let's go back to XRP. You can see right now we're sitting about 249. That's not too bad. But anyway, so I go over to the perpetuals because this is where H bar's at, is the M perpetual futures right here. And then that's where it is right here. And you can see that that's where it is. And so really the whole goal here is to basically put your pricing in. You could do a limit, you could do a market, you could do really whatever you want to do. It's up to you. The nice part is it tells you exactly what your leverage price is going to be and exactly what your price is. Tesla's moving also. Yeah, Tesla's killing it. I bought XCN at 0.002, never sold at 5 cents. Hurts to look at that. Yeah, that's tough, Cool Cat. Or that's tough, XDC. Oof. I think FTX is available in Texas. That's funny, bro. That's funny. So, cheers for the membership. Didn't even realize. Thank you. Oh yeah, Nick, don't tell you, dude. If you sign up for the $300 a month Coinbase, are there 0 fees on all the selling? No, there's not. It's not like that. You just get rewarded back. You get your fees rewarded back in USDC, which is great, right? I mean, if you do big tradings and stuff like that, you could use it over there. So you do get like kickbacks and stuff like that, but the fees are pretty much the same. There's really no difference in all reality in terms of fees. They're very similar. Spot trading is actually a little cheaper on BTCC. If you're new, like it's actually cheaper on Coinbase, but their platforms is not easy. So the cool part is that like if you can come in here and you can actually sort of see like where if we go to like XRP here, like let's go back to favorites. Let's go to my XRP. So you could see where I put it's nice because it tells me where I put my shorts in, right? It tells me my order size, where I put it in, when I put it in. And so if I buy another one, it's going to obviously stack that. So you'll be able to see your other things. You could obviously short this if you choose to, all that good stuff. But it's really up to you on how you want to go about it. Do you hold quant? I do not hold quant. No, I do not hold quant. When do you think the bear market for BTC will drop to 70, 80K? We probably won't see that till next year, dude. Probably sometime at the end of 2026. Awesome, Austin. I'm late to the party. Was the dip because of selling the news? I think, yeah. I mean, you need to. So, like, the markets are always going to react, right? So that's what's nice about this is the markets react. So as you can see right here, we need to, let's go to the day chart here. The day chart's definitely in a sell mode here. I mean, we could do something like we saw right here, but eventually we're going to have a sell off here. So you got to realize eventually this is going to come down. The red's going to come down a little bit. We might have another day or two in the red. Maybe not. Maybe we bounce back and we have a nice little rally back upwards. But for the most part, you can see usually when we have a day, this is on the day chart. So usually when we have a massive rally, we're going to have a relief, what's called a relief, right? We're going to have a relief in the market, or they call it a relief rally. But I mean, that's what it's going to be. There's going to be a downtrend in the market, and then we're going to have a relief rally for that. That's what it's going to come down to. So it doesn't matter how far this goes. And you can see that we're already down 16%. I think it was 16% today, or 9.33% from the height up here at 265 to the low that we hit today at 240. So in all reality, I'll probably be cashing out, even if it's small amounts. Like even right now, I'll probably come in here. I'll see, I could probably we could take a profit zone here and or put a stop loss in. So this is a trailing stop loss. You could do whatever you want to do, really. You could actually even set your what you want your trailing stop loss to be. So you're saying, okay, well, we'll just do 2%. So at 247, if it goes to 247, I want to, which is 1%, then 244, 242. So you can put all these in here, what you want. And so if you're like, okay, well, I want it to sell. I don't want to go less than 240. I don't want to go less than 249, or 249, sorry, which is less than 0.03%. So you could actually you can set your trailing stop loss. You can continue. And basically what it's saying is that when the price reaches this, the estimated P&L is plus 29.79 USDT. So I'm going to make $30 off this trade, right? Which again, you're like, that's not that much. Well, I didn't put a whole lot in, right? I only, like I told you guys, I only put out roughly like $50 on this thing, right? So to make put $50 out there, I'm making $30. So that's not that bad, right? So you could do that right now. You could do a trailing stop loss right now if you choose to, or you could just say, you know what, I'm not going to touch it at all, and I'm just going to wait for the market to come back down because my liquidation price is $1.93 for my liquidation price, which is really low, right? So the chances of me getting liquidated is probably pretty small, but it's still a risk, right? It's still out there. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to take profits, take profits. If you don't. But what I'm trying to say here is that this probably will come down to some degree, right? We could probably see this over the next couple of days come down. What you saw right here was about a 12% relief, right? 12% downtrend. Now we say, okay, what's the average here? Let's say a 12% downtrend. We've already hit here. Let's say if we do go down another 12% here, we're going to probably sit right around the 230 marker, 233. So, what you could do is go put an order in for 233. And if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, you're not out anything, right? You can set it wherever you want to set it. So you can say, okay, 233 is kind of where I want to buy. So let's just play it out here. So let's just go, okay, so let's do an XRP limit. Let's do a limit buy. I'm going to say the price I want at 233. So let's just say 233. So we'll take 233. All right. How much do I want to leverage here? So we could actually say on a 20, this is a 20x leverage, and we could change our leverage, right? We could say 10%, we could say 20%, we could say 25%. It's really up to you. Let's do it. Let's just do a 20% leverage again. I think that's good. And then you're saying, okay, so XRP, how much do you want to do? Okay, let's do 10,000 XRP, because again, you're on leverage here, right? So it's going to tell you how much you're going to actually spend to be used. So you say open long, you have to use roughly about 1,000 USDT to be able to leverage this much. So obviously I got to go a little lower than that. So we're going to say 1,000. So 1,000 is my contract size, about 2,500. And I leverage about $100. $116 is my margin, and my liquidation price is $2.20. So, and right now that gives me an order of 1,000 XRP, and I'm basically leveraging 1,000 XRP at $100, $116. Don't be encouraging leverage, Austin. That's mad. I'm only encouraging longs, and you should be using small amounts of money, like $100. This is like pure degen gambling here. If you want to, you'll see people out here, they'll put $50 out here, $100. Some people are putting like $10,000, $20,000. Like, dude, I did it once and it worked out, and I probably won't do it again. I couldn't sleep. So Austin, now that it's been a few hours since you just heard that the PP&I and the upward momentum can still go lower, in your opinion? Yeah, I think the markets are going to relieve, right? So that's kind of how it works out. You can say open the long, and we can actually open the long. So let's just do it. We could just do it for fun. Yeah, the risk is pretty low. We're at $2.20. So we're going to basically say that to get $2.20, that means that this market has to go down from its current value. We have to lose roughly to get down to 220. We're going to have to lose about, and again, this could happen, right? About 12% from where it's at right now. So to say, okay, well, they could lose that, right? It could be one crazy tweet away from that happening. But we want to say 220 is where it's at. That would put us at roughly a 17% drop from where we hit up here. And we know that happens. We know that could actually happen as it happened back here. But we're building out of here. And if we want to get to this next level. So, and I think that we're on the trajectory. So I'm thinking 12% could probably be our low. And again, it's only buys if we have a sell off in the market, right? This limit order is in if it buys. My order is at 233. So the XRP still has to hit 233 for this action. The downfall of all noobs, ladies, liquor, and leverage. You will get wrecked. Good luck. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not sitting here saying that it's up to you guys. At least give a good disclaimer. Yeah, leveraging will get you wrecked, guys. Like I tell you guys all the time, leveraging gets you screwed. But a lot of people here on the channel have asked me to do this, like literally have asked me for months to do this and share this with you. I was going to do it on Coinbase. I didn't want to create a Coinbase account and share all my personal stuff. So, like I said, this site has actually made it really easy to share with you guys and show you. It's up to you guys to decide if this is something you want to do. It's definitely super risky. It gives me a lot of heartburn. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I put a big one and I shared with you guys the other day playing around, and I had heartburn, dude. Like I literally couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep even this morning with these little dinky ones, dude. I have little dinky ones in here, and they're up, they're up $30. And I'm like, I woke up this morning like, oh, I wonder where my $30 went. I mean, and it's like, but I'll go and I'll gamble on a game. I'll go and gamble on a basketball game, and I'll put $100 in on that, and I don't sweat that. But for some reason, I put leverage on here, and I start sweating. It's crazy. It's craziness. So I'm going to say order confirmed. So order confirmation, boom. And now it's in. We can see over here on the open orders that if this hits $2.33, if XRP hits that price, then this order is going to be filled. And at that point, I'll have a long in, and I'll be leveraging $100. I'll be putting out 1,000 on my order there with a 20x, and we'll see what happens, right? So that's if it hits. You can see right here, and it's nice because it tells you over here there are 1,000 limit order coming in at this price down here. So that's if XRP hits that price. I already have a position open in that I opened at what did I open my position over here on XRP at 244. So I mean, yeah, I mean I'm already up on that one right now. It's at 250. I'm up $40. I'm up over 46% right now. So I gotta go. I'll be back later. All right, cool. Appreciate you being here. I know you think that you know how to trade. Trust me, you don't. Be careful out there, folks. Yeah. You get what happens is it's like anything, right? You'll win a couple, and you get really good confidence, and then you increase your leverage, and then what happens is you get liquidated, and then eventually that's where you learn the hard way. And so I will agree with Kev here. So yeah, be careful. It's up to you to decide. Austin, those cinnamon candies are giving you the heartburn. That's probably true. When I sit back at my PC again, I'll put some of these to the test. Yeah, definitely. And if you don't know how to do it, there is a side over here where you can actually do a demo. There's a demo side to this as well if you're learning. So you definitely go use the demo and see if what happens. When do you think crypto regulations will be implemented? July, August? Something like that. If you don't control the limit outcome gambling. Yeah, so one thing you want to do too here. So it's super important that you come over here and you add a stop loss. So like if you're in leverage trading, like I'm gambling like $50. So I mean, like literally I'm putting $50 at stake here. If it gets liquidated, it gets liquidated. I'm not sweating it, right? So that's that, right? I'm gonna get liquidated, boom, it's gone. I lose my money, right? So I'm not sweating that. But if it's like, you're betting a couple $1,000 or you're putting out here and you're putting some leverage on a couple thousand, you should definitely get into the practice of setting a leverage trade. It tells you where you're going to be here. So right now I'm at, if it gets liquidated or the sell trigger on this H bar is at $19.19, I literally make $2, right? But you should definitely come back and say, okay, I want to make some money on this and have some kind of stop loss. You can even say, hey, I'm okay even losing $18 if it goes down to this price, right? So you could set a stop loss, because right now if it hits a 10% loss, I would be liquidated, right? 78. I invested, so this is at 78.89. You can see right here on this H bar, I leveraged $40, right? So $40 is what I leveraged here, but realize again, look at this, is that if it goes down 10%, I'll be down $79. So you got to realize, like, I'll be down double what I actually was if it goes down 10%. I put in 40, and if it goes down 10%, I'll actually be negative 80 at a 10% loss. So I'm like, well, shit, I don't want to lose double. I'd rather just be liquidated at the 7% range, which is where it's at right here, or I'll just take, I'll cut my losses like a surrender at the blackjack table and take my losses at a 4% drop. So if this drops 4% down to 19 cents, 39, whatever I set it in at, then, that's where I'm going to take my losses and cut it, right? I know you all believe me, but those exchanges will literally hunt your stops at will. It's not even a fair game. It's true. They'll hunt your stops for sure. Because a lot of people are putting in the same, you got to think, a lot of people are looking at the same chart. A lot of people are putting in the same thing. Like, we're all looking at the same stuff here across. And again, all these numbers out here, this isn't just people. This is a machine that's trading this. Like, you and I are trying to make a buck. There's algorithms out here that are trading this, like literally trading this nonstop. And there's machines out here that are a lot smarter than we are, calculating this and doing this every day. So you got to be very careful with these things. But like I said, it's important to put your stop losses here and realize where your profit margins are. Like, this is what's nice about this. It literally tells you where your margins are, dude. And so, like, don't be afraid to take the profit or it might not be the $100 that you made and you only made 50, but dude, it's better than being negative. It's better than being negative 50 or negative 100, whatever you put in, right? Because realize this will take away from your total. Like, if this comes down and we get liquidated at a 10%, it's at 78, and I only put 40 in. It's going to take from my balance over here. My balance is sitting at $315. So that when that gets liquidated, it's going to take from that balance, and this will continually grow as this continues to drop. So eventually, because again, you got to think, I put out a 20x leverage or 25x leverage on this. So you don't think the bank's going to, or the exchange is going to try to get back its 25x? Of course it's going to. So just be careful. 10% margin or 10%, put your margins in here and go from there. So, like, for me right now, I should probably put, like, if it goes down to 1904, it's sitting at roughly, I think right now it's sitting at a current price of 20. So, I mean, let's actually do the profits here. So if it goes down to 19.8, that's a 2%, I'd gain like $2. Right now, it's at $12. So I put that at 1%, which would put it at roughly 20. So, I probably wouldn't want to do that. I'd probably sell. So just something to track, Let's see here. A lot of great stories out there. You're not just one of them yet. So don't ever sleep on a long or short. Yeah, it's hard. It's like sleeping on a meme coin, bro. Set your stops. Before you go to bed, set your stops. Simple as that, dude. If you wake up and you're even, you didn't make any money because you set your stop and you didn't lose money, yeah, that's a win in my book when it comes to margin trading. I know that sounds stupid, but that's the way to do it. Do you really think XRP is going to go back to 233? No, you're hedging it, dude. You're hoping it doesn't, but you hedge it. It's all about hedging your bet. That's what you're doing. You're hedging your bet. If you're in margin trading, like I bought one at 244, and that means if I get liquidated at some, so like let's just take this one I bought here. I bought it at 244. Let's actually go into this one right here for H bar or for XRP, right? So I bought it at 244. I'm on a 20x. So right now, if it goes down 10%, if it goes down to 224, or let's actually just say 233 here, right? Let's play it out. Let's go say it goes down to 233 here. That means I lose $72. $72 is what I'll lose. Basically, I'll be down. I'm not going to I don't get liquidated until it hits my price here. But realize that if it goes down and hits that, I'll be liquidated by 25 times. You know what I'm saying? So like that's where it gets scary here. Is you got to set your limits here, because if this thing just like collapses and I get liquidated, it's going to take from my account. So that's what you got to be careful of here. So at 6%, I'm down $71 at a 6%. So if this goes down to 234, I'm at a 71%. Like I said, I bought this for 85. Okay, so this is so if it goes down to 233, that means that I'm still in my long, but now I'm picking up another contract at 233 to leverage what I lost here. So that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to leverage that bet with this one in all reality. So I'm down 72 here. I'm picking up 233. Your hope is that you bounce back, and not only do you cover the losses of what you lost in this contract, if you don't get and if I don't get liquidated in this one, and I pick up the other one, then I got two contracts rolling that hopefully bounce back and I make money off of. But if you lose this one, you have another one that you're falling back on to cover your losses. Like you could do stuff like that. It's up to you to decide how you want to trade, right? I mean, in all reality, that's kind of what you want to do. And you could short this too. You could come out here and say, you know what, dude, I think this is going to go down to 233. So you come out here and say, you know what, I think from right now at 247, this could actually go down and hit that 233. So I'm going to actually put a short in on this, which is what a lot of people are doing here, which is what you probably should do if you do believe it's going to go down to 233, is come in here and open up a short. And you do the same thing. Like we'll just do a market short right now, and we'll just do for fun, right? So let's just say that I want to do let's just do Best Buy. Let's just do let's do 500 at a 20x, and you say open the short, and you can see right here that the estimated liquidation is about 0.74. It's about a 61.82 margin. That's not that bad. So I mean, right now, I mean, this has to go down pretty far to get liquidated, but yeah, and so that's how you would do it. So roughly, the contract size would be about 500 XRP. It'd be cost me about $61. My liquidation price would be 73 cents. But realize that's on a 20x short. So you got to the market. If that doesn't happen, I mean, and this decides to go back up, you're going to get liquidated the other way, right? So, and that's if it goes up 73. If it goes up 73 cents, you get liquidated. Shorting's okay at least when you wreck the price pumps. Yeah, I'm all for that. Yeah, so I mean, like if you believe like this market, it's like looking at the markets right now, you can see that we're definitely over purchased, right? On the day chart, we're over purchased. The 12-hour chart showing that we're coming on our way down here. The 4-hour showing that we're actually going to be bouncing back. So this could probably stabilize to some degree. The hour chart should be working its way back up. So we're actually onto the verge of coming back up here, which this is probably going to come peak over here in the next couple of hours. It'll come up here for a couple of hours and it's probably stay. But then, the day chart's going to show probably in the red, will probably come down a little bit. So people are looking at the same charts we were looking at. Thank you, whoever gifted me membership. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I can understand. Coco Melon. What's the Bitcoin dominance? Yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin. I haven't looked at Bitcoin dominance today. Bitcoin dominance is bouncing back up. So this is a good sign, right? This is bouncing back up, which means that altcoins are going to come back down. So as this continues to rise up on the day, it's going to come down. You can see right here, it's coming up. It's working its way up. The 4 hours, every 4 hours come down. So, at 233 is not looking, I mean, that 233 is sitting here right between the, on the 4 hour, it's sitting right between here on the 100-day EMA. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. That's what happens. You play it out, right? So, yeah, but be careful. Be careful. It's not, like I said, I'm doing just small. I'm just showing you guys this, and we'll see what happens. So, we could put in a short. Let's actually play around. Let's do the short here. Let's do it for 62. So it basically saying that estimation liquidation price is 70. So okay, that's not too bad. 500 XRP at $62. And now if the markets continue to go down from where you're at right now, which again is different, it's opposite of what you're doing here, but you put a stop loss in, you make some money off that. The short goes down, you make money off that. Then you flip around and you buy another one, open position up here at 233. So not only are you making your money off the shorts, you cash out, you can actually do a take profit on your shorts. So when that actually hits a certain number and then the next one triggers, you buy the next one, so on and so forth. Like that's kind of how it works. So that's what people do all day long, every single day. XRP will overtake BTC in market cap one day. You think so, Big O? You believe the Bitcoin depth below 45, you should sell, prepare for the bear market? Well, we can go back and look. So, I mean, last time, you can see that let's go to the day chart here. Let's go to Bitcoin here. Anytime I look at this, let me get out of this. There we go. Anytime we want to look at Bitcoin dominance, just look at where it's been, right? So, I mean, when this thing comes down here and hits this low right here, I mean, that's where, yeah, I mean, you're down at 38% was the bottom of the bear, right? Was when we hit bottom right here. So, yeah, when this starts to fall off a cliff, realize that we're going to probably hit all-time highs. When this starts to fall off a cliff, we're going to hit all-time highs. for Bitcoin and for any altcoin that's out there. Bitcoin dominance is a true tracker of where things are going, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Anytime this falls, it pumps. Look, Bitcoin dominance fell right here. What happened? We rallied. Bitcoin dominance falls. Look at this. We rallied. Bitcoin dominance falls. We rallied. So, I mean, like, you know, you can see right here, the Bitcoin dominance is falling. We rallied. It fell some more. We rallied some more. So even with Bitcoin, the Bitcoin dominance is a true indicator of where we're going. I'm okay with cashews, peanuts, and pistachios. Damn. What's up, True? I wonder if one XRP contract is 500 plus on Coinbase. Yikes. Yeah, so they do things differently, Lebo. So like they're making you buy contracts. Where here it's a little bit different. So, and one positive thing, like I said, if you're worried about getting like if you're worried about doing the cross margins, just go over here. Like I said, I think it's if you're new to crypto or you're new to trading, dude, or new to any of this, I think you should go over here to the perpetual futures, and you could actually do isolated. So that means that if you put $100 in, you're only going to get leveraged on that $100. So you're only risking the $100 if you use isolated. If you use cross, you're using your whole balance. So again, if you're new to crypto, you only get a few things to do. You get Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. But if you're doing XRP, then just come over here to this side and go to isolated, do a 20x, do a 20x here on isolated, right? And you'll do the same thing. You'll come through here, you'll do isolated, you're going to put forth the money. Let's just say you want to use $100, and then you're only leveraging the $100. So if you lose the $100, you lose the $100. It's not going to take away from anything else other than the $100 that you actually use. So if you are going to do leverage trading, I advise you, or I'm not going to advise you, just go over to the isolated side and you'll be in a lot better scenario. That's also 255 leverage with the Hundy. Till 5:09. 30 minutes ago was the time you take your profits. Now you do your shorts for the rest of the day. That's how you should do it, Aircent. What do we think about the cheese dominance? It's looking good. But I think I really went into the how to margin trade today. Probably more so than I ever have before. So Austin, could you maybe make a video on how to do longs? Yeah. I mean, I could probably do a video like that for fun. So yeah, it's actually a lot easier than people think. It's just super risky. It's like degenerate gambling. It really is. So, and that's kind of where you go here. You're going to say you take your profits. Let's take our profits at 1%. That gives me a +7. I say confirm. So now if it hits 0.19962, I'll take my profits. And over here, let's just say I do a 1% as well. That means if it hits 246, actually, let's go 2%. That's my stop loss. Sorry, stop loss. If it hits 246, let's go for 246, I walk away with profits, right? So you can say, okay, that's what I'm going to do, just to make sure I walk away with profits, right? Even if it doesn't do what I want to do, it gets liquidated, I walk away with my profits. Not only do I get my $85 back, but I also walk away with $7 or $10 or $15 or $20, whatever it is, right? So there's that. Or you could just close it right now. You could say, you know what? I'm done with this move right now. I'm going to close it right now, and you could close it. So, but now if I walk away from it, you should definitely set your stops. I'm not sure if Austin, anyone here is health nut, but I'm not sure, but it's Austin. Everyone here is a health nut. I bet we have it or something like it. What are we talking about, Chameleon? I might have missed the conversation. How about Dogecoin and Dog with Hat? What do you think of it? I think those are fine, dude. XRP paving the way to be a bank one day. That'd be nice. Be nice. Look at that. Bitcoin likely to outperform gold. Ooh, well, I mean, it's continually outperformed gold, so that's not a bad thing. Costco has a great organic almond butter. Interesting. I never ate that before. But all right, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you coming on here today and kicking it with me at this 10 o'clock hour. There it is. I went way too much into it. Let me know if you guys even like me talking about margins, talking about trades. I think some people do, some people don't. It's up to you guys to decide. But yeah, let me know. But with all that, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And with all that said, we're out. Peace out, everyone. Have a great day.